The 30 days that I sent was because of the fraud, and it included but no rent in that it was for fraud and non-payment of rent. At the time, she was late on paying rent, so.
How many times have you sent her the rent or a notice to quit for non-payment of rent?
I think I did the 7-day notice.
Yes.
No, I didn't do the 7-day notice. I did the 30.
Have you ever sent Miss Lyman a 7-day notice?
No. 30.
How did you calculate the late fee?
Based on Google AI, 5% is the industry standard, so $150 for the 3 years period is considered within the realm of.
In Michigan?
It said when it says yes, 5% is the industry standard of the rent amount. We put it at 165, so I think 150 is fair. And that's
What do you think the purpose of the late fee is?
to try to encourage timely payments, and also
It can't be liquidated damages.
Well,
it has to somehow or another be related to your efforts to collect
like
rent.
I drive all the way to Detroit and come here, and that is gas and time. Gas isn't cheap. My time, spend days here. Starting to think I should work here. I just wanted to pay rent. I mean, I honestly.
I don't think there was a question.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Let's go to the application. When she filled out the application prior to renting, did you check any parts of that application to verify any of the information?
Yes, there was a number that's no longer working. It was supposed to be her landlord, Desmond Jones, that,
Did you get a response from this Desmond Jones?
no, but I thought it was her parents, so she was living with her parents at 99 Arlington, so I thought, okay, I didn't, she didn't tell me.
Did you get a response from Desmond Jones?
No.
What else did you attempt to verify?
Well, since she was living with her parents, I took it as she was being honest that she was living there. She was paying $500.
Let me try this again. Did you attempt to verify any of the information that is on this application?
Well, the application showed me her pay stubs, so I knew it was through a legitimate company, Rent Spree, and they verify information like that. So I saw the Ford pay stub, so I assumed that's where she worked. The only thing normally I would have also done is talk to the current landlord, but because it was her father, supposedly, or her parents, I thought, I guess I don't need to talk to them since that number didn't work, and so I just didn't pursue that, talking to the current landlord. I didn't know that it was the other people that were the landlord. The Vanderbilts were the landlord, and I didn't know she would have definitely steered me away, she said.
The judge hints at a big doctrine: quiet enjoyment. Landlords can't harass or publicly smear tenants. Violations can equal damages. Question for you. Where's the line between concern and interference?
So just so that I'm clear, if Miss Lyman would talk to you, let you just come into her premises willy-nilly as you requested, would we even be here?
No, I mean, I would.
Okay, that's what my problem is.
I just want to know that the property.
The reason that we're here, is it not, is because she won't talk to you.
I'm concerned about my.
There has been nothing detrimental to that application to you, is there?
Well, sir,
Is there anything that has been detrimental to you?
I have lost sleep over this, sir.
Okay, fine. We all lose sleep. Is there anything referenced to tenancy that has been detrimental based upon your reliance on that application?
I'm worried about my property, sir. If she does damage to my property, it's going to be well beyond her $5,000 earnest money. It's going to be well beyond that. And I'm worried. How am I going to recoup? How am I going to recover? I just want to sleep at night and know that my property is safe. That's all I want. I like Miss Lyman. I just want to know.
So, ma'am, can you answer my question? What in that application have you relied upon to your detriment?
I thought she was living with her parents on 99 Arlington, so I felt okay. I wanted to get on her own. She's 20, I'm 22, and I thought, oh, what a wonderful young lady. She's going to college. She could be a nurse. She works at Ford. I really thought.
Okay, I'll try the question again, and even if you want to ramble on. What did you rely upon to your detriment in that application in renting to Miss Lyman?
I relied on the fact that she wasn't being evicted at her current residence. If I had known that, I wouldn't have rented. It's like, you know.
And you did not do a search regarding Miss Lyman.
I thought this application is rent-free, but it's a reputable company for background checks, and I didn't see any evictions. There was no evictions on the report. So I thought, okay.
So they didn't pick up on it because there was no eviction. She might have been in court, but there was no eviction. What did she put on there that is fraudulent in your mind?
Her current address.
Why would that not have been her current residence if she were in the process of an eviction?
Because she was living on Maplehurst, which was the current address.
And you relied upon that.
Yes, sir.
Did you do any other searches, anything regarding Miss Lyman prior to renting to her?
She was a nice young lady.
So you took what she said in the application, put it through to a company, and relied upon that. So in point of fact, you didn't necessarily rely upon what Ms. Lyman said. You relied upon what the company gave you back.
But yeah, the company. And what she can wrote. No, it wasn't just the company, sir. There's also stuff she can wrote. So her current address was 99 Darling.
But you took the information that she gave you.
Whoa, instant flip. No to the tenant, yes to the judge. That's credibility whiplash.
Jurors and judges notice these live contradictions.
Gave it to a company. They ran it. And that's what you relied upon to rent her.
There was two things. That was part of it. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Ultimately, you're the judge and you're right. So I'm not arguing.
Well, I'm asking a question, ma'am.
It's not what's fair. Whatever you think is fair, I'm going with whatever.
Ma'am, I just asked a question. You didn't rely upon the application. In fact, you relied upon what this other company had reported back. Right?
Yeah, they said no evictions, and they said
Okay.
They only said two addresses. That was the 99 Arlington and then a P.O. box. They did not show the Maplehurst on their search.
And I'm going to try again. And that's what you relied upon to do the search.
Yes, sir.
I know. What does that company require that you give them to do their search?
I think they charged us like $39.
They charged me $50.
Okay. And what information is submitted to them?
Driver's license, maybe her pay stub, whatever she puts in, types in. I've never done it, so
This is a company that you use, and it then comes back and tells you this person is okay to rent.
I mean, they said her credit score is low, and she had student debt, and it's not perfect, and I don't expect anyone to be perfect. But I didn't see any evictions. I didn't see any huge red flags. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So that's what you relied upon to rent to her,
Yes, sir.
not the application that's been flaunted around here. It was the report back from this company.
I don't want to make you angry, so whatever you want.
Ma'am, I am not angry, and don't try that game with me. If I get angry, you are certainly going to know.
All right. Gotcha.
She typed in information to a company. They came back, gave you a report, such as her credit score, the blah, blah, blah. Can you point to the provision in the lease that incorporates the application into that lease? There isn't one, is there?
That's just what I used to, decide from.
If the application is not incorporated into the lease, then how do you evict her for what you say is a fraudulent application?
At this point, I'm not asking. I'm just asking for my rent. She said, oh, I
You
don't.
filed a termination case to evict her.
I'm so tired of this whole thing, sir. I just want to get the rent and to have somehow see my house. That's all. Somehow make sure my house is okay. So
Well, I don't know how you're going to see the latter of that, because at this point, I'll be honest with you, I think you've been harassing her to the point that you've interfered with her quiet enjoyment to the premises. And she may be entitled to damages for that. I haven't made a final decision on that, but I'm just going to tell you, you can't go around, rent to somebody and say, and it's one, you can't then go around and just say they're a crackhead. You might look, you might say, oh, and think to yourself, gee, Miss Lyman looks like a crackhead. I'm just saying that, just for the purposes of this example. I'm not saying that about you, Miss Lyman, but you might say she's got sex offenders living with her. You might say all of that stuff. It becomes a whole different issue when you begin to disseminate it to other people.
It's been a long time.
And maybe you don't get this, but with regard to the alleged sex offender, I have no idea if he is or not. There's a whole registry regarding that. They're required to give their current address.
I was just concerned, sir. I'm sorry. There's a lot of children running around.
It doesn't matter whether you're concerned. I could be concerned about whoever out there. I don't just go around saying to people, well, they must be a rapist.
CCing neighbors on scary claims like drugs or rapist can move from concern to defamation risk fast if untrue or reckless. Public audience. Ever been on a neighborhood email thread that went too far?
That,
Oh, somebody's going to lose. I'm going to tell you that right now. It keeps up at this rate. But I'm going to tell you what. Ms. Lyman, was there any other questions you had?
No, that's really it. I did wanted to say that I do have physical photos that I can admit of the property.
Well, let's do it this way. And correct me if I'm wrong. But Miss Anderson, otherwise I'm going to need the text messages. But you told or intimated to the neighbors that there was crack use at that house.
I just said I saw a crack pipe.
That's all you said?
That's all I said.
Do you have, is that what's said on the text message?
I believe, I'm not sure if she CC'd the court in it, but it had like
I
multiple messages with her and other people and stuff like that as well,
Yeah, I didn't say there was a crackhead.
saying that it was a rapist in the home, and then people were like,
Yeah,
that it was a
Ma'am, stop. Go
that
ahead.
it was a sex offender in the home, and then she had people like, what is wrong with her? Oh, you need to get her gone, just different stuff like that. She has sent emails with the photos of that, yes.
Well, at this point, I'm not going to need the copies. Anything else?
Nope, that is pretty much it. And just the written thing that about my deposit of the $750, that's it.
Anderson, anything else from you?
I did look up in public records for iChat for her uncle, and it did say that he was
Okay, did it give an address? Did it give an address? So how do you tell the people around there that he's living there?
They said, I don't know.
I just want to say the person that she keeps claiming that's my uncle, that's not my uncle. 2 different skin colors is what she's going by. But
That what? Now?
on
Why do you keep interrupting?
The person that she's saying is my uncle is not my uncle. She's going off of the police report, but it listed two different appearances, and that's all I had to say. She just searched my name up and just tied that to me. She said that in the email as well.
I want to understand that.
She said she searched my name up and it said
Your name.
yes, my first and last name. And she said that Google or whatever she searched up in said that he was my uncle.
Is it your uncle?
No,
So this person she's talking about is not related to you.
that's not my uncle. No.
He's related.
Is he related to you?
Yes,
What is he?
a cousin.
A cousin.
Yes.
Okay.
Has he ever been at the property? No, if that's what to say.
So, okay. Just so that I'm clear, the person is a cousin of yours,
Yes.
correct?
Yes.
And that cousin of yours, the one that may have this conviction, has never been to the property.
Correct.
So, Miss Anderson, you found somebody who is related to her. Do you have any personal knowledge that that person had been at the property?
Showed the pictures of the neighbor from Facebook.
Oh my God.
Because he was saying that the uncle lived there. He said he spoke with the mother, said the uncle lived there. And I said, does this kind of look like him? And he said, yeah, it kind of does. And then I started doing my searches. So this is all based on me doing my searches and trying to figure out who was in my house, who was living in my house. I didn't know who was living in my house. I was told that our money doesn't live there and that you're unwilling to what they tell me. So what am I supposed to say? I mean, I'm not there to watch. This is what they tell me. Oh, about the
Here's not a question.
Judge's warning. Under oath means precision. Potential versus there is isn't just semantics, it's liability.
You can have a seat. You may step down. Those are mine. I'll take them. Here's what I'm going to say. You filed this complaint for unspecified violation.
What'd you say, sir? I didn't hear that.
You filed this complaint for unspecified violation / fraud / misrepresentation of person in lease, which I believe those are two different things because you said you were dealing with somebody else and not Ms. Lyman.
Yes, in the beginning, I was dealing with that lady in the back that introduced herself as Joanne. That's who I was dealing with. She's her mother.
And persons in whole and non-payment of rent.
Yes.
Those are the 5 bases. I'm going to tell you, and I'll just say this, and I'll let you guys give whatever statement you want to regard. Violations of the lease are tenuous at best. Fraud and misrepresentation of the person in the lease, which is this other person. Ms. Lyman has been here when the court required her to be here. It's Ms. Lyman.
But
The fraud, stop. You didn't, there would have to be some type of reliance on something, but that's not what you relied upon to rent. So that's tenuous at best. Other than somebody's speculation, which is actually hearsay based upon hearsay, because supposedly they're the persons that are telling you X, Y, and Z. I have nothing to say that there are other people in this home other than your statement. And it looks to me like the rent's paid. What I do, however, see, and I haven't come to a final decision on any of this, I'm just telling you where I'm at, folks, is that there's been an interference with her quiet and useful enjoyment of the premises, and continues to be. And that there are potential damages for defamation, which relate to that quiet and peaceful enjoyment of the premises. So here's what I'm going to do. If you say you want to resolve it, then you need to resolve it. But I don't think, quite frankly, Miss Anderson, you're in a position to get everything that you want.
okay, sir. Whatever.
So you just have to talk. I'm going to give you two a chance to go out and see if you can resolve it. If not, I'm going to come back in and I'm going to resolve it. And I'm going to tell you that somebody is going to be very, very unhappy. And I'm not saying anybody has to do anything. But I think if one looks at it, you can see where your strengths and weaknesses are. Now, if you want me to make the ruling, I'll make the ruling. I don't have a problem doing it. I can tell you with reference to the claim of the monthly visitation, not going to happen. $750 is a curious question, but may have to be litigated another day. Because as I recall from the previous proceedings, you had agreed that it would be refundable. But now today you seem to be saying that it's not, or that you're placing under the impossible conditions.
It's refundable.
That would Ms. Lyman, you politely raised your hand. What would you like to tell me?
I was just saying I wouldn't want to break off and talk to her. That's all I'm saying.
Well, I'm going to see if you two can talk to each other. And all you have to do is agree upon a number. I don't really care how you got there. If you don't agree, you don't agree. I come back, I'll make the call. I don't have a problem. Okay? Court's going to stand in recess. You got 20 minutes. All right.
Morning, sir.